I rarely ever hear a woman say something like this to another woman. I've heard one of them being, "Oh, you don't want to give an ugly man a shot because then it's gonna boost his ego." Like, why would it boost his? Like, in my opinion, I think to myself, why would it boost his ego? Let's just say that we're gonna use this guy as an example, okay? They say that this guy will be quote unquote ugly, right? Yo, so I ended up coming across this video and oh my god, this video is insane. Check this out, okay?
Dear gentlemen, you guys have got to stop dating ugly women.
We as women need to stop giving ugly men a chance.
This is coming from a solid 2.
Oh my gosh, that is insane. I rarely ever hear a woman say something like this to another woman. Now normally I don't I really don't like it when another woman ends up like bashing other women, because there are women out here that would just destroy other women. Like, there was a video of like this woman who was proposing to her man, and in her comment section, it's women who are just blowing it up, talking about like, why would you do that? You're such an embarrassment. This is so disgusting. I will never do this. It was terrible. It's like, why? What was the problem with that? I don't see no problem with it. You know, she wants to like propose, why not? Let her. But it's always, I guess it always comes down to ego and power. But it could also be because they were conditioned. Some women were conditioned to think like that, and I have no hate towards that, but I just invite them to look at the bigger picture. It doesn't always have to be like that. It could always be whatever you want it to be. Take ideas from other aspects, because I know that like parents instill these ideas in us, but how many things have they said to you that you didn't take, that you didn't listen to? You know, my mom and dad try to tell me things all the time. So what? I like to make up my own belief. I want my own belief, and I don't really have a problem when like a woman proposes, not just to a man, but you know, even to a woman, because this is like a lesbian thing. So I don't have a problem with any of it.
I don't really think you're the one to be giving out tips and advice in the looks department. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're walking around with the morality and the attitude of a grotesque, immature kiddie pool on a hot Sunday. So dear men, I say it again. Stop giving ugly women a chance. You don't get to sit there looking like Steve Urkel's long-lost cousin, telling other people to pay more attention to people's looks and stop dating ugly men. Your attitude is ugly, like really ugly. You know what? Women who think like you belong with ugly men, but actually ugly men. Men who are ugly in their soul, not their face. Because it doesn't matter how good looking you are, if you treat people like shit, if you treat people like that, you're ugly. You're just plain ugly.
Wow, that is unbelievable. So she said that this woman's a solid 2, right? Okay, this woman's decent. She's not that ugly, but like the thing is that like I'm not gonna go ahead and just judge her off of this impression. I will say though, like I am very curious to know why she thinks this, because I've heard multiple perspectives. I've heard one of them being, "Oh, you don't want to give an ugly man a shot because then it's gonna boost his ego." Like, why would it boost his, like, in my opinion, I think to myself, why would it boost his ego if his whole life he's been told that he's not attractive, that he's not good looking at all? I'm pretty sure even if that woman was with a guy like that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking at that like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that she's with a guy like that. Like, I just cannot see it happening, you know, like I just cannot see it, you know. Now that's pretty awful, but I mean, we've seen it. Like, if you go here, watch, let me show you. I know this is a kind of a age gap relationships, but there's this guy who talks about it. Where is it at? It's almost unbelievable that like she got with this girl. Where is it at? Right here. This is the one. I'm gonna just show a little bit of it. Look. So let's just say that we're gonna use this guy as an example, okay? They say that this guy would be quote unquote ugly, right? If you watch this episode, they will tell you what they have to experience throughout their relationship. It's mind-blowing. Like how people would say, why would you get with that? He's already old. He doesn't look cute. He's ugly. Like, just watch this episode. It's called Age Gap Relationships. Go watch it. and it'll probably give you some insight into this. Now, of course, this is age gap relationships, but this is kind of like, I presume this is kind of like the image of what some girls think an ugly man is. So go check it out. I highly recommend it. It's very eye-opening. And again, guys, don't judge people like that. Like, I feel like even with this woman too, like I really appreciate her like standing up for us, because it makes me feel like I matter, because I constantly hear from other women online that we're trash, they don't want us approaching them, and that we're good for nothing, and women are powerful, and it's all good that, like, you know, you guys think you guys are powerful, but please don't bring us down. It doesn't make me feel good when I have to hear like women say that about us. And I kind of don't like it too when like this woman was bashing this woman's looks. But then again, I guess in a way she was kind of asking for it. Usually I wouldn't respond like that. I'll just get away from the person. I'll just leave. I just will never see this again. But it's kind of getting a lot more difficult to not watch this, because it's popping up in my feed so much. You know, I just took a look at this video. Now I got another video, not all women, but enough women. Like I haven't even seen that video, and it's a 6-minute video. It's 6 minutes long, and I haven't seen it. I'll see stuff from like Abba and Preach, sometimes Courtney Ryan, not really, but for the most part I try to stay away from that whole thing, you know, like that whole women thing. But sometimes it's just difficult. Sometimes I'll see it and I can't help but want to talk about it. So yeah, this is pretty insane, man. I can't believe this woman did that. This woman is crazy. I would love to have a woman like this, only because I could tell she's a fighter. And so let's see what comes with something. Let's see. Stop giving ugly man a chance. Imagine her partner is just like K-Bye. This is coming from a solid 2. I fell off the chair laughing. Yeah, that was shocking to me. I couldn't believe that she said that. I stopped giving everyone a chance. Now I have a lot more time to focus on my guitar. She's my baby. Wow. When I finally left my toxic abusive relationship, my last words to her were, it must be so tiring to be angry all the time. People who care so much about how other people look rather than their personality are the real ugly ones. In high school, I've had plenty of crushes that my friends didn't think were physically attractive, but I liked them for their personality. Interesting. That sounds like a girl or a guy. I don't know. But it's interesting. I can't stop looking at her tattoo. Yeah, dude, her tattoo is, look at that. That is insane. It makes her neck look really long too. But it looks like she likes music. She has music notes there. This is coming from a solid 2. Yeah, this is crazy, bro. So it's just pretty much reinforcing what her statements were. Yeah, listen, just be careful, okay, guys. I like to give this warning real quick. If you're gonna go online, you're gonna watch this like dating stuff online, just be very careful, because a lot of this stuff can be very, very detrimental to you. A lot of women on here do not know how to give advice, like you just saw right now, like a woman telling other women that you shouldn't date an ugly man. Like, bro, that's like, it's totally backwards. Like, if the man is pretty cool, he's chill, go ahead and date him. There's some women out there too that like get extraordinarily upset when a woman ends up getting with a man who doesn't make a lot of money. Even the parents will do this too. Like, bro, if you want to date that guy, go ahead and date that guy. Who gives a fuck? Like, you're happy with that guy. Why wouldn't you want to date that guy? Just because other people have standards and they want you to adopt their standards? No, man, that's ridiculous. Go out there and make your man, dude. That's what I've told my sister. I told my sister, listen, don't ever pay attention to a man's wallet. Pay attention to what he could provide for you. If he can encourage you and push you to be the best you can be, that's the guy you want to keep. And I'm sure that that's vice versa as well. If I find a woman, not because of her wallet or because of her looks, and she can push me like this woman, I'm pretty sure she'll push me. Like, bro, what's up? And when I say push me, I don't mean like go out there and get it done. I mean like she'll like sit there and like be patient with me as I try to get like these videos out there, or I try to do my work. You know, she'll be patient and she'll let me do what I have to do. But yeah, overall, dude, this is pretty solid. I feel like I mattered, you know. This is the first time I felt like that. I don't really like watching any of these videos because they're absolutely detrimental. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's what else do we got?